A lot of our work has to do with changing perception from seeing the voice merely as a vehicle to transmit words, to looking at words as an excuse to have vocal interaction. In my work, I study the voice beyond words and its potential to create connections. Of course, the words that we say are very important, but how we say them may be even more meaningful in terms of how we relate to others, how we express ourselves, and how we share who we are with others. But the voice is also very important in the way we relate to ourselves. Our brain actually processes our own voice very differently from any other sound. So in my lab, we also look at what happens in the brain and what happens if we play with this closed-loop system and change the way we hear our own voice, whether it is to help people with specific conditions, including stuttering or schizophrenia, or whether it is to affect our perception of food in changing the way we hear our own chewing sounds. Could the food itself tell us what to eat and when to stop? We explore how changing the way we hear our own eating sound can affect perception of food texture, flavor, and eating experience. Once we start looking at the voice beyond words, we realize it also has a lot of commonalities with how other species communicate.
Touch the picture so we can call her.
We also study animal communication, interspecies communication, and ways that we can leverage technology to create enrichment systems for different animals in managed care. The fact that I'm jointly appointed between Khoury and Camdy in the music department gives me this great ability to leverage creative processes, artistic processes, design processes in order to create those transformative experiences. What we've been seeing in the last few decades in our societies are different ways that technology aim to connect people, but actually create disconnections. The overarching goal of all of my work is to transform otherness into togetherness, is to think about those ways that we relate to others that's really, truly meaningful and transformative. Whether it is connecting with other people, whether it's connecting with different parts of the self, or whether it's connecting with other animals and other species. So all the work we do is around this specific objective.